video, I'm going to be talking about some travel life hacks, and this is specifically for backpacking and specifically for Southeast Asia. So you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see some travel photos, and let's hop into the hacks. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is what to bring backpacking, and I get this question so often, and so I thought I'd kind of go over what I'm packing because I'm actually in the process right now packing some leave for the Philippines tomorrow. So I would suggest bringing 3 to 4 pairs of shorts, and usually one of my pairs will be jeans, and then I'll have like a plain black short, and then I'll have just like comfy shorts, probably 2 pairs of comfy shorts. And then for tops, I'll usually bring 3 or 4 tank tops, usually just loose comfy ones, and then I'll also bring one that's like tight black. You can kind of pair it to make it a bit fancier with the skirt. Another thing too is actually good to bring a shirt with sleeves and cover your shoulders, because usually those are the first to get burnt, so you don't want to not be able to go out in the sun because your shoulders are all burnt. And once again, you can buy something over there, but it's like that, it's just easier to bring it over with you. And moving into the next thing, I would suggest bringing either a skirt or a dress and then a romper. And keep in mind, this might not seem like a lot of clothes, but you will definitely be buying clothes there. So if you're going anywhere like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Philippines, there are so many little stands and whatnot of outdoor market shopping, and you can get a dress for like $5 that'll be way cuter than maybe anything you have in your closet. I know that was that case for me. There were so many cute like flowered rompers, and something I actually had seen on those like online stores that you pay like 50 bucks for, and I got it for $5. So don't fret too much if you don't feel like you have the right clothes or anything like that, because you can definitely buy them once you're over in Asia. Another item of clothing you might want to bring is a hat. I love wearing ball caps, and the nice thing about it as well is it will shield your sun from the face. It will shield your face from the sun, so you don't have to worry about your face getting sunburned when you're out along boat rides and whatnot. As for shoes, I brought 1 pair of sandals, and this was like a fancier pair of sandals. By fancy, I mean just like gladiator sandals. And then I brought a pair of flip-flops and a pair of runners. And also too, you don't need to have gladiator sandals. You can totally get by with just a pair of flip-flops and some runners, but definitely bring runners because you don't want to kind of limit yourself unless you like really hate hiking. Okay, so ladies, you might want to bring a whole bag of makeup and be like, well, I don't want to like go out at night and not wear makeup. Trust me, once you get over there, you almost like don't care what you look like. I'm sorry, but it is so hot all the time. Your face will just like sweat off the foundation. What I did is I brought a tiny bit of concealer as well as some mascara, and that's totally up to you. If you want to bring more makeup, that's fine, but just a heads up, you probably won't really care to wear makeup and you're just totally kind of like living the island vibe. I found when I went over there, I totally chilled out and I was like, I don't care about anything. Okay, so the next thing is about toiletries. If you are going to be checking your bag, you don't need to worry about this as much, but basically, you guys obviously know the rule. You can only bring 100 milliliters of liquid onto the plane, and a lot of times when I was traveling Asia last year, we'd sometimes not check in our bags. We could actually carry them on. Depends how big your backpack is. Like, I know Christian didn't always check his bag because he was pretty small, but in that case, definitely make sure to put your liquids in the 100 milliliter container. Otherwise, you just buy a big shampoo and you can't use it, and that kind of sucks. And you can get those at Walmart, and they're not expensive at all, but definitely worth it. Okay, so in regards to sunscreen and face wash, you want to bring your own for the reason that over in Asia, a lot of those products have bleach in them, which sounds like really scary. I actually had to buy a face wash once. It did have like bleach properties in it. I don't know like how that all works, but you want to make sure to bring sunscreen over. You can buy it over there. Don't get me wrong, you can totally buy it over there, but it's just a lot more expensive because they know that foreigners are the only ones buying it. Another toiletry that I found really useful when I was over there was these little Tide travel sink packets, and the reason I really like these was because the odd time we just couldn't get to a laundry machine, or if you're too far out or are just too lazy to just go and try and find one. So what you can do is you can put one of these in your sink, and it makes it like laundry machine basically in your sink, and then you do the old-fashioned washing. It's a lot of fun, but really good if you're kind of in emergency situations. Also, the nice thing over in Asia, I don't think I did my laundry like once when I was over there, because you can actually pay to get it done at a laundromat, and it's really cheap. For $5 you can get your whole thing done and folded nicely so it's perfect. I would suggest doing that. Another really good thing to have when you're over there is a drawstring bag, and those are really good if you're going on day trips or anything like that. And the nice thing is that they they fold up nice and small, so it just like takes the hassle out of trying to like stuff your bag with another small backpack. But I found that came in handy a lot, and I'd stick a towel in there, stick my camera, cell phone, and I was good to go. And so next is to bring a sleeping bag. It's totally up to you. What I actually did is I went to Mountain Equipment Co. and I bought a really thin sleeping bag. And the reason I liked it, Christian would maybe argue that you don't necessarily need that. Like, I know he wouldn't have needed that at all. But if you're a girl, sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's just like if stuff's like dirty and kind of gross. Like if you're staying in a hospital, it's like, oh, this is not nice. It's kind of nice just like have your own blanket. To explain what it is, so basically one side of it was like a bit of a thicker material, and then the other side of the sleeping bag was just like a sheet. When I was on long bus rides, I would just like curl up in it like a cocoon and go to sleep. And I'm gonna bring it with me this time as well, and I'm gonna use it just to like sleep on the airplane, and it's about this size, so it's pretty small. Okay, so the next thing is about, well, sometimes if you're over in Asia, you can eat something that's contaminated, and then the rest is history, or at least for the next 12 hours. But a way to prevent that is you can actually take the crawl. Definitely consult your doctor or physician about this, and yeah, I am taking it this time. I took it last time, so it's good for like 5 years, and you just take like a booster, and basically it helps with stomach crawl. So the next thing is about upping your Instagram game, and what I did when I was over there is I was taking a lot of photos, and I was editing a lot of photos, so I spent a long time like editing each photo to make it look really nice. And one thing you can do if you want to put, like, because I know a lot of people bring GoPros over and whatnot, it's good to think of a kind of a theme beforehand. So I know you guys have probably seen like travel videos where someone does like 10 different shots of them like running along a beach or running in front of like cool monuments and stuff like that. So if you want to do something like that, it's a good idea to think of it before than after, because after you can't do anything. So I remember being like, oh, I want to put a cool video together, but I just had like random footage of me. So I was like, oh, I should have done some like consistent themes throughout everywhere I went. Obviously this is not an essential. This is just being like someone who really likes photography. If you are over in Asia and you are taking like cool photos that look awesome and you're wondering how people get followers, the best way to do it is what Christian and I both did and kind of helped grow our following a lot, was you can send your photos, like just DM or email them to those like travel Instagram pages, and a lot of times they'll be like, okay, $80, and you're like, no thanks. But sometimes they will feature them if it's a cool photo, and you'll slowly kind of gain followers. It can take a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it, and yeah, you might get some new followers out of it. Okay, so that is all the hacks for now. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Definitely leave a comment down below if you have any other questions, or if you've traveled Southeast Asia before. I'd love to hear about the places you went. Leave those down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I just got a reminder to check in with my flight. Gotta go.
We can work from home.